I'm actually going to replace a section of this rocker panel. You have to buy the entire uniside. I have a Chevy Malibu here. This one has this rocker panel damage down here, completely crushed. So I'm actually going to replace a section of this rocker panel. However, they don't just sell the rocker panel by itself. You have to buy the entire uniside. That's just how they stamp it and how they sell it. They don't sell it in portions. But luckily, they have procedures to section this in, and I've already measured this out. They had me come 90 millimeters in front of this third hole right here. So that's going to be my rear section joint. Today's episode is brought to you by my friends at Panther Pro and their complete fit glass system. Many of you can absolutely lift a windshield out all by yourself. You could even sit one all by yourself. However, this is destroying your shoulders and back. Not to mention the risk of possibly nicking the paint on either side of the windshield or on the hood of the roof. Anything's possible. I've seen it happen before. Whenever you're trying to sit a windshield all by yourself, it's very, very awkward. My friends at Panther Pro made this process very simple. You just drive over the base, set up the arm, and it sets up in less than 2 minutes. Very, very simple. You have a controller to control the speed, the up and down speed, and you could easily, slowly lift a windshield out or sit the new one back in all by yourself. Stop distracting your other employees. Stop destroying your shoulders and back. Go to pantherpro.com and get yours ordered today. Then they had me measure 115 millimeters down from right here. That's going to be that joint. Then on the front section, they actually didn't have a measurement. They said you could go anywhere in the flat part of the rocker panel. So I'm probably going to go just past this damage. I'll probably go right about here. And that'll be my rocker section. I'm actually going to move this one back just a little bit. Now, I'm going to go ahead and trim out my new panel. And they want this to overlap the existing part on the car by 25 millimeters. So my cut on the car was at 90 millimeters from this hole. So I'm going to add 25 millimeters, which will be right about there. And then this one was 115 millimeters. So let's add another 25. So I cut these slots in these because this is an overlap, and it overlaps right to this line where I marked it. And in order to get it to it sits flush and doesn't have a little ridge, I just slightly roll these in. And it works out perfect this way. So I went ahead and I sat the two doors on here just because I wanted to make sure this bottom gap was nice and consistent and matched the other side. I've seen these before when they're rolled way under like that. Sometimes you put the new one on and these parts are kind of rolled and then you end up with a wide gap. So I just want to double check and make sure that wasn't the case, but it looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and lift the doors back off, lift the rocker back off because I got to put some sealer on the back side, and then I will put it on and get it welded on. The last thing left I have to do on this one before I send it to paint is this gets a chip guard. Basically the whole bottom of this rocker down has a chip guard, which is basically just a thick texture that helps prevent rocks from coming up and chipping it. So I'm gonna scuff this up. Now I went ahead and ran a piece of tape right where I want this, and it's going to be right at the top of this tape. It's easier to lay it that way. Now I'm going to lay another piece and follow the top of this piece of tape, and then I'll peel that one off and I'll put paper up, and then I'll go ahead and apply my chip guard. The reason it's easier to lay the bottom piece of tape first is because I have to space it just so far down from the edge of this, and it's hard to visualize that without having something to walk off of. That's why I put that bottom piece of tape down to give me a guide.